What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a summer makeup look. This is just gonna be like my go-to look pending what happens after my child is born. This is just gonna be like, if I'm putting makeup on, this is the type of vibe that I want. I want this like glowy, youthful skin, but still like a little bit of glam. This lip combo that I came up with today, I'm so excited about. It's so good. And this is like always what I go for, but especially in the summer. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Sarah. Welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. I wanted to just quickly let you know before we jump in that I have been filming for the last like month a full series of full face of X products. So I have filmed a full face of Too Faced, Bare Minerals, Charlotte Tilbury, Ilia, Morphe. I could be forgetting some, but I took a lot of my favorites from those collections and those brands to create this look. So this is almost like a best of summer makeup look. I feel very good about it. I think you guys are gonna love it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe before you go. And if you wanna see how I got this look right here, then keep on watching. Okay, so the first product that I'm gonna start with, which I don't envision myself doing my makeup at all this summer without this product. This is one of my holy grail products. And like, if you don't have it, you haven't tried it, you're missing out. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I wear the shade 3. You'll see as I apply it, like kind of what it does to the skin. It is so nice. It gives me the tone that I want. It gives me the glow that I want. And the great thing about this product is you can blend it in with your fingers. You can use a brush. I think I'll use my fingers today just because I want to keep this basic for you guys. I love a glowy makeup look. I don't really want to be matte, really ever. Like, of course I have oily spots, but I just love a glowy makeup look. And this product, it just does everything. I don't want to do like a full beat today. I want to keep this, like I said, simple for you guys for summer, but still feel like you could go out in this, but it's comfortable on the skin. So not too much, but not too little. It's not going to be like a no makeup look. See how good, like how much better my skin looks just with that. Like, and this is one of those products you could easily wear by itself. It's also, it's really cool. It's multi-purpose. You can put it over makeup, under makeup, whatever you want. So I like to just put that down first. Like I said, you could walk out the door like this and you're just glowing, but we're gonna do a little bit more. All right, so if you're gonna do a foundation, you're gonna wanna put your SPF on before, I would say, the Hollywood Flawless Filter, but I don't want to do foundation today because I just feel like most people are veering away from foundations lately. And for summer especially, like it's just so much easier to throw on a tinted moisturizer. So out of all the tinted moisturizers that I've used in the last like 3 months, I've been testing out so many because I've been filming that full face series. This is my favorite one, the NARS. I wear the shade Mykonos, which is medium. So it gives me like a beautiful tan, if you will. And I apply this with my hands just like a moisturizer. So like I said, wanna keep this simple for you guys. You're not needing to do a ton of wetting your beauty blender, getting out a million brushes. You could just do these first 2 steps and your skin's gonna just be elevated so much just with these 2 products. So if you do prefer to apply these products with a sponge or with a brush, that's totally fine. Just keep in mind, like when you use brushes and sponges, they suck up a little bit of your product. So you might need a different amount of product if you're using those. If you use your fingers, you're gonna need a little bit less. If you ever feel like there's just a little too much or you feel like you just need to like suck up a little bit of excess, that's when I grab my sponge and just kind of press everything in. For concealer, I'm gonna use my Ilia. This one, I feel like out of all the concealers I've been using lately, this one is the lightest, but still gives me the coverage that I want. It just feels light on the skin, and that's what I want for summer, but I still want a little bit of coverage. So this shade is Yucca SC2. My other favorite concealer that I have been using has been the Rare Beauty Concealer. This is in the shade 130N, so it's a little light. So I've really been loving mixing these just to use this brighter one, see how much lighter that is, to brighten up any areas I just want like highlighted a little bit more. Honestly, I think if I had a little bit of a lighter shade in the Ilia, I'd be fine, but I do like the combination of these. It's a little extra, and I will use my sponge to blend out my concealer just because I think it's the most flawless way to get like that under eye, that like really smooth under eye. All right, just going back in with my Ilia to cover up some dark marks and like little blemishes that I have. I feel like this extra step is necessary when I'm not using a foundation, just because obviously that tinted moisturizer just isn't as full coverage as a foundation. So there's gonna be some spots that I wanna take care of, but it's kind of what I love about using a tinted moisturizer is that your skin kind of peeks through, which is what you want in the summer. You don't want to look like you have a ton of makeup on your face in the summer. Liquid or like cream blushes are really having a moment right now. So I'm gonna go on with these two because I want to show you both of them. And I like mixing the pigments of these. So first, it's just a multi-use pigment from Ilia. It's in the color Haze. And I just think this color is so good. I don't know, for my skin tone and also just for multi-purpose use. So I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 little dots on my cheeks. You see I'm going like upward. I'm pulling up with the product. I'm gonna do a little bit on my eyes because I'm not gonna do like, really probably not gonna do any eyeshadow today. And then a little on my lips. So you could blend this out. You could stop right here. You could only use this product. That's completely fine. But I like to do like a pinky peachy type look for summer. So this is gonna be like my highlight, and look at how it comes out. And my peachy blush. I'm gonna do this on the eyes. I'm gonna do this on the lips. So like I said, you could just do one of those. You definitely don't have to do both, but I love the combination of the two. So on the lips, look how good that looks. I'm gonna grab a little bit of setting spray. You can use any setting spray for this. I actually haven't used this one yet, so I'm excited to use it. I'm just gonna try it out today. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte. And then I'm gonna blend this out with my sponge. You could also use your fingers for this, but I tend to do, like I said, a little bit too much. So like I said, you can always go on with more and you'll see the difference. Like when I blend this out with my fingers, see how much more pigment stays on the face because that sponge is gonna suck up some of the pigment. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding like what tool you wanna use. And I really do feel like using your finger for this is better. I feel like the oils from your fingers, it just really like melts it into the skin really beautifully. Recently, I have been loving the Emily Heath brow powder. It's just the quickest way to do your brows. And in the summer, like I really just don't have any patience to really like sit and fill in my brows. So especially since I have a baby coming, I'm like, that's probably not gonna happen. I think at most I'll use this and a brow gel. So I feel like for you guys, if you do want to fill your brows in, like I just feel like I have so many bald spots on my brows that I wanna fill in. So this is the fastest and I think most flawless way to fill in the brows. It's cool because this powder attaches to the brow hairs. If you watch my videos, you've probably heard me talk about this product a million times, but it makes it so that it's not just like a regular powder that's gonna get all over your face. The product like attaches to the brow hairs. So it just makes filling them in so simple. I like to brush the product in a little bit just to kind of blend it. And then any clear brow gel, you guys know, I love the Benefit 24 Brow Setter. Charlotte also makes a really good one. Morphe makes a really good one that's super affordable. I'll link a few of those for you guys below. I don't want to do a lot of powder, but if you don't like being this dewy, I get it, we need a little powder. Plus, this is gonna help the product stay and not move. So any setting powder you have, I personally have been gravitating towards the Hourglass recently, but I love the Charlotte Tilbury, I love the Cover FX. It's just, you have to kind of figure out what works for your skin, but this one gives me a really nice, almost satin-like skin finish, which I feel like is great. So just make sure that those colors didn't crease on your lid. Just like tap them out with your finger and then go on with the powder. But that's what I love about this powder is it doesn't make me feel like matte and it doesn't make me feel cakey. It gives my skin like this satiny finish. And I just get a little oily. I'm combination skin, so I get a little oily right here around my nose. I'll do this whole side of my face and then show you guys the difference because it's a very subtle difference, but it makes a difference for sure. Okay, do you see the difference between this side of my face and this side of my face? See how much more like shine we have going on? So if you have dry skin, you might be cool with that. If you have oily skin, you're definitely gonna want a powder like this. Now for my favorite part, bronzer. So this is one of those that it's like, you don't need it because it is pricey, but I think it's definitely top 2 bronzers of all time. My other favorite bronzer is the Tarte Park Ave Princess. This one is just so good because this is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade 2. The packaging is so luxe. The mirror is incredible. Okay, amazing. And the pan is huge and this is replaceable, which I love. So the tone of this, the feel of this, I'll show you how it applies. This is just my favorite. Like I was saying, it's just the perfect tone. All too often that my bronzer, like a new bronzer that I try comes out patchy and it ruins the entire look. So you can see I'm hitting my nose, jawline, and down my neck. You don't have to be shy when it comes to bronzer for a summer makeup look. I will grab my sponge and kind of clean up under here. Like sometimes I go a little crazy, so I just wanna make sure I don't lose the structure that we created. Okay, so this is looking great. If you wanted to stop here, again, you could. It just depends on the type of look you're going for. I wanna finish this off with a couple more things. So I'm just gonna pop on a little mascara. I don't think I'm gonna do anything on the eyes really other than we did. So I'm just gonna define the lashes a little bit with my mascara. I'm using Too Faced Better Than Sex. Look at the difference in my eyes. How much more open and crazy what it does to my lashes, truly. I would say maybe that's the one downside of this mascara for me, though I think it could be user error. I tend to make a mess with this one just because the brush is so fluffy and big. I just always usually get some product on my lid. So I feel like freckles are super cute for a summer makeup look. I haven't done them in a while and I'm really excited to have like this super glowy, beautiful base and then go over with some freckles. So these have been my favorite freckles to use. These are the Pseudo Lab pH freckles. They are in the shade 01. So it's cool. It has this is the little brush head and then it comes with a little stick that I lost. Basically, I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna take, this is just like a brow product, and I'm gonna flick these freckles onto my face. I'm hoping this works because I've never used something else to flick it. Yeah, it's working. You guys see the freckles that it puts on? I like to do these because I feel like it like covers up fine lines and like other imperfections that I have on my face. I also just think they look super cute. I hope you guys can see those in the camera. Okay, so I made a little bit of a mess of this. That's okay. That's the other thing with this product. They do tend to make a mess because you're flicking the product, but I feel like it makes the freckles look the most natural. So now I'm just gonna use my fingers. I'm gonna just like lightly dab and tap these in. I can like easily wipe away anywhere that I don't want a freckle. Kind of just want to keep them concentrated under the eye, like really just like here. Cleaning up that mascara really quick with my spoolie, just being gentle so I don't scratch myself, but this is how I get my excess mascara off where I don't want it. It just flakes off. You have to let it dry and then flake it off. Okay, last step is lips. I think I'm gonna use my Carli Bybel Makiage lip liner in the shade AI. I used this for my baby shower and I loved it. So I think I'm gonna use this. I personally think that like any nude or pinky or peachy, you could even pop on a red lip with this if you wanted to just like, if it was like a night out, is gonna look good with this look because the colors are so kind of neutral and like natural on the skin. Like how good is this shade? If you have similar coloring to me, I think you're gonna love this. And I'm honestly shocked that this collab didn't sell out. I feel like when like huge creators do collabs like this with brands, they usually sell out really fast. So I love that. I love that it didn't because it's usually pretty annoying that you can't get stuff unless you order like that day. So I'm pretty sure these are still available on the Makiage site. I think I'm gonna use Nude Kate from Charlotte. I haven't used this before, but I opened it up and I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a pretty light nude. Or question. I also have this one, which is a little more peachy. And this is Penelope Pink. I think I'm gonna try this one. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I love it. What do you guys think about that? That's a really good peach for my skin tone. A lot of times I'll use a peach and it's really orange and it doesn't look good. This is bomb. So I think I'm gonna pop a little bit of Nude Kate in the center of the lip to like brighten it up. Yeah. That is a bomb lip combo right there, my friends. I'm gonna pop on a teeny bit more setting spray. Great stream on this. It's my pet peeve when setting sprays have a terrible stream. You know what I'm saying? Where they like spit on your face. The only other thing I might wanna add on top, a little bit more of my Hollywood Flawless filter. So I would just put this on the back of my hand, just a little bit of it. And I just want a teeny bit more of like a concentrated glow because we didn't do any highlight. And I love like pops of highlight in the summer. You see that? Okay, and then I'm also gonna do a teeny bit on the inner corner because we didn't do any eyeshadow. We just did like, we mixed those cream products. The shade obviously blends in perfectly because like I said, we used this first. A lot of little small things make a big impact instead of like a few dramatic things, like a thick foundation or a bold lip. Like I'm just doing like tiny little touches throughout the face, and then when it all comes together, it makes such a difference. So that's it, guys. That is my like fun summer makeup glam. I don't even want to call it glam, though. I mean, we definitely glam today, but I just feel like it looks really fresh, young, like glowy, vibrant, beautiful tan, nude, pinky, peachy, how many more adjectives can I use type of skin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and I will see you next time.